Hello YouTube, Totalhenry here, and I have a huge manga and comic book haul. These are all books that I've gotten over the past few months while I was at college. So I'm going to start off with the American comics and then go into the manga in the latter half of the video. So the first book I got is Flash by Mark Wide. This is his run on Flash. You can see the issues down there. I think this is from maybe the 90s or 80s. You can see it's fairly older style artwork, and I love the Flash. He's one of my favorite superheroes of all time. I actually just started watching a TV show that came out in 2014. And I'm really loving it. So Flash. Then I have The Death of Superman. I believe this is also from sometime in the 90s. This is a pretty famous comic. I wasn't as impressed with it as I thought I was going to be, but nevertheless, it was still a pretty good read, decent art. Then I got Wonder Woman, a celebration of 75 years. These are books that DC is putting out for their characters, and they're really cool because it covers all these characters starting in their the first issue. So this is a comic from 1940, and then as it goes on, you get comics from the 50s, the 60s, all the way up to modern time, and it's just cool to see how the story evolves and also the art transforms over the years. So here's a more modern, fairly cartoony depiction of Wonder Woman. So yeah, this was my first time reading a Wonder Woman comic. Yeah, she's a pretty cool character. I'd love to know if there are any really good Wonder Woman comics out there. I haven't seen the new movie that came out like a year or two ago, so maybe I will give that a try. But yeah, Wonder Woman, Celebration of 75 Years, really good book. I also got The Joker, Celebration of 75 Years, and this was amazing. The Joker, he's definitely my favorite Batman villain, probably maybe one of my favorite comic book villains of all time. This was from, I think, 1939 or something? What year was that from? 1940, so as you can see, really old art style, and just like with the Wonder Woman book, as you go through it, the art gradually improves, and you can just see how these characters develop. So I highly recommend picking up some of these 75-year books for various characters. I know they have one for Superman, Batman, Aquaman, The Flash, and a bunch of other ones. I want to try to collect as many of them as I can because they're just really great to read, and it's a great way to get into a character. So Joker, highly recommend this one. Then the last American comic that I got is Batman Unwrapped: The Court of Owls. This is the Court of Owls story arc that happened in the Batman New 52. I don't know how many issues it is. It might be like the first 10 or 11 issues, something like that. And this special edition is basically, I think it's Scott Snyder's pencil illustration. Was he the penciler in this? Yes, I think so. No, maybe. Hold on. No, sorry, it was Greg Capullo's pencils. So this entire issue, entire book, it's just the pencil artwork. And it's really cool because you can even see some of his notes right there that he would write to the inkers and stuff like that. And I absolutely love this. I think this is just a gorgeous book. The story is also amazing. This was hands down, one of the best comic book stories I've ever read. And just reading it like this, and with this pencil artwork, I think is amazing. I personally like black and white pencil art more than the full color classic comic book art that people seem to know and love. So I highly recommend this. I also highly recommend the Court of Owls storyline with Greg Capullo's on the pencils, and it's Scott Snyder on the story. These two are incredible, and when I find the time and find the money, I'm going to pick up the Batman New 52 trade-ins, just because I want to keep reading this Batman story. It's a really great Batman tale. So now on to the manga. This first manga is something that I sort of bought on like a blind buy thing, and it was a waste of money, and I kind of want to throw it away, but at the same time I know that would be a waste of money. So for now, I have it, and it was High School DxD. I don't know why I bought this. I don't know why I thought this would be good. It's really, really bad. I think I don't really like the art. I think the main character looks stupid. I don't even want to continue reading this online. The main character right here, right there, I think he looks, again, stupid. Yeah, so I really don't know what to do with this. Maybe I'll leave it at a friend's house or something. Then Nisekoi Volume 3. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on YouTube, but I am a huge fan of Nisekoi, and unfortunately I haven't bought a lot of the manga yet. I have finished it, but I'm really behind in picking up the physical volumes, and I don't know, I really enjoyed the series. I thought it's just a nice, fun little read, nothing too serious about it. And really excited also because the author of Nisekoi, now Shikomi, he's going to be doing a one-shot either, I think, this week or next week it's going to come out. So I can't wait to read that because I'm a huge fan of Nisekoi. Then I got Hunter Volume 1. I'm really behind in Hunter Hunter. I read a bit online, but this is the only volume that I have, and I really want to get into it, but there's just other series that I'm reading, and I don't know why, I just keep putting this series off. I read Yu Yu Hakusho by the same author, and I really liked it. I don't know why, I just, for some reason, maybe it's the art, I just keep putting Hunter x Hunter to the side, but what I did read before, and I read a few volumes online, I did really like it, so I just have to buckle down and buy more volumes because it is a really good series. Then this was also kind of a blind buy, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V Volume 1. I really like Yu-Gi-Oh! The original Yu-Gi-Oh! It's something I grew up with. And I still say that Yu-Gi-Oh! Should just sort of stop making new shows because, I don't know, it seems like I don't think it's as good as it used to be. That being said, I did find myself really enjoying the manga. For the most part, I actually sort of enjoy the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mangas probably more than the animes. I don't know if I'll ever watch this anime. Right now, I'm like 20 episodes into Zeal, whatever you call it, and I don't really feel like watching it. I haven't watched an episode in months. But I definitely do want to collect the mangas for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and maybe even get more of Zexal. Because again, this was pretty good, and the art isn't bad. The art is always pretty solid in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Mangas. Then I got My Hero Academia Volumes 2 and 3. So this is a series that I am reading in Shonen Jump, America's weekly Shonen Jump online, so I am reading it legally. But I love the series, but for some reason I just never get around to buying the volumes. So it's a really awesome series, and I highly recommend it. I should just find time to buy more of the volumes. I don't know really what else to say. I think everyone here knows the series. Has probably seen the anime. I actually haven't. I'm more of a manga person. Great covers, by the way. think these are incredible covers. I love the design of this bad guy right there. I think that's so cool. Then I got Case Closed, Volume 27. I am a huge fan of Case Closed. I know it's probably really repetitive, and that probably puts some people off because it's basically the same thing every single time, but I absolutely love it. I want to collect the entire thing. I know that's like, what is it, 90 volumes at this point, but I'm a huge fan of Case Closed, and I'm not in any rush to collect it, but I just thought I would get another volume. Then I got 2 volumes of Naruto. I'm a huge fan of Naruto, but for some reason I don't have all the volumes yet. I got 52 and, where is it? And 66. 51 is also coming, but I really wanted to make this video because I'm going back to college for the next semester soon. So I don't know if it would get here in time, but I am getting 51. You just have to trust me on that. But yeah, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Naruto. It was the first manga I ever got into. First manga I ever picked up was Naruto Volume 1. So just a lot of nostalgia for me with this series, and it's a series that I feel like I need to finish collecting just because I love it so much, and then I want to sit down and read through the whole thing again. And it's not the best manga out there, but I still say Naruto is a very solid, really good manga. Then I got Platinum End Volume 1. I'm a huge fan of Takeshi Obata, who does the art for this series, and he's also done Hikaru no Go, Bakuman, Death Note. I say he's probably the best manga artist out there. There is another contender for that title as the best manga artist currently working, and I will get to him in a second. I know a lot of people aren't fans of the series. I don't know. I've read a little bit beyond Volume 1. I only have Volume 1, but I've read a few more chapters online, and I think it's definitely a good, solid series. But I mean, when you write a series like Death Note, anything is going to be considered subpar when you compare it to Death Note. But I think I will continue buying all the volumes for Platinum End, at least for now, because I still enjoy it, and I can't get enough of Obata's artwork. Then I got Welcome to the Ballroom. This was sort of a blind buy. I had heard some good things about it, and I'm glad I bought this because I absolutely fell in love with this first volume. I love the art, and I don't know, there's something about this that is incredibly engaging, and I highly recommend this manga. Once I finished it, I went online and started reading a few more chapters, and it just made me love it even more. Just like probably with every series I've shown you, and I just sound like a broken record, I need to buy more of this series. I love this. I love the art. I love the cover. And it's also bigger than some of the other standard Viz volumes. I guess this is made by Kodansha, but still it's bigger, so that makes it interesting and more fun to read. Now, I mentioned earlier that there's another artist that people say is the best manga artist currently working, and that would have to be Takashi, not Takashi, Inoue. I'm just going to point to his name. You know who I'm talking about. Takahiko Inoue. There it is, Vagabond. I have read Slam Dunk. I'm not a huge fan of Slam Dunk. I don't want to get into that. I just don't really like basketball. And I saw this series in this book in a bookstore. I'd heard great things about it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm buying this. And this art is incredible. He truly is one of the best artists in the business. And I love this book. I love this volume, and I need to start buying this, start reading this online, because this is an incredible series. Vagabond. I know I'm probably behind on the times. I know everyone else seems to know about it and has seemed to have read it, but I just got into this recently, and I don't know why it took me so long. Vagabond. So the very last series that I have is a complete series that I got in VizBig format for $90 on eBay. An incredible deal. It was really a steal. And that complete series is Ruina, Rooney Kenshin. I cannot speak today. Rooney Kenshin. One of my friends in college, he's a huge fan of this manga, and I had read maybe 50 or 70 chapters a few years ago online, and then I just sort of stopped. And so far, I'm about in the second VizBigs. I think I've read about 5 volumes. So far, it's really, really good. It's absolutely a really cool series. Here's volume 2. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. Volume 3, I've kind of lost my train of thought at this point. Volume 4, I'm really looking forward to finishing this manga. I don't think I'm going to be incredibly impressed with it. And I mean, like, I don't think I'm going to think it's the greatest thing ever. But I'm definitely expecting to enjoy it enough, and I am satisfied to have all these. I don't think this definitely wasn't a waste of money. As I said, $90 for 9 VizBigs is just an incredible deal. And especially when this volume, the final volume, volume 9, it's actually 4 volumes in one. This thing is incredibly thick, even compared to the other ones. So yeah, that is it for my manga haul. This was mostly me rambling and throwing books at the camera, but I hope you liked it. And I am trying to make more YouTube videos. So subscribe now. There's a button down there. Click it now.